Hi guys, this is Expand Your Mind, Heartfelt Inspiration. And before I get into what I want to talk to, I just want to put out there, I am highly aware that I am not for everyone, and I am more than okay with that. I am one of those people that chooses to kind of be to myself. I mostly spend my time with me and my children, and if I allow you to be within my energy, then that is important and that is special. I don't let just anybody in. And I had to learn that through trial and tribulation and all the years of the things I've been through and the things that, you know, that have transpired and things like that. So, and I also wanted to talk about how, for some reason, promiscuity and, just being hypersexual seems to be glorified in today's society. Um, a lot of people love to go from person to person to person to person to person, and they criticize or ridicule others who have genuine love in their life and start calling them a simp and all the kind of stuff. And I just want to say, there was a time in the past when I didn't know my self worth. I didn't know my value and my sacredness, and I didn't have self love. Um, and I was promiscuous. There was a time when I had that fear of being alone. So I was one of those people that, you know, I would just, I was always either talking to somebody or dating somebody, and, and I never really properly allowed the time for me to heal from anything at that time. And all that ended up doing was bringing more turmoil and more chaos and more destruction and just a lot of no nos. Okay. So during my healing journey, I actually, started fully and truly loving myself. I learned my value. I stopped allowing myself to indulge in frivolous activities. Um, I've been single for a very long time. I've been celibate for quite some time. I have allowed myself not just the time to heal spiritually, but physically as well. Um, what a lot of people don't realize is you engage with all these people and you have these encounters with all these people, and now you don't only have your baggage or your trauma and your demons that you're facing. Now you're picking up theirs too, because it's an energy exchange. And especially for us women, we are very powerful beings, and our sacral area is sacred. So you going over here doing this with all these people, and I'm not judging. Like I said, I listen. I've been there. Okay, I've been there. Um, but now you're picking up all these, whether it's a person or multiple people, whatever the case is. You're not healed, and you're not facing what you need to face for yourself. Now you're dealing with someone that most likely hasn't healed and is doing all these extra other things, and now you intertwine, and now you got more bullshit that you got to freaking work on releasing and getting rid of. um People fail to realize this is spiritual. We deal with entities on a daily basis. Not everyone is benevolent and of the most high. There's a lot of people that are wicked and malevolent, and their sole purpose is to destroy. And if they know and they see, even if you don't know it for yourself, if they sense and see and know that you are a beautiful light, and that you radiate hope and faith and joy and peace, all the things that we need. If they see that that's what you are, they're going to put in overtime to destroy that as much as possible. This is why I said before, you need to learn yourself, and you need to take that time to be with you and God, and just be with your ancestors, be listen to your guides. They're there for a reason. Learn the difference between a trickster when they're trying to trick you and who's really your people. Um it's not it's not fun and games, because you're not just picking up possible transmitted diseases in the physical. You're also picking up in the spiritual. You're picking up, if you're gonna take that time to be intimate with someone on that level, you need to ensure that it's the right person. And if your thing is not just being with one person, whatever, that's you. But me personally, I'm saving myself for my person, my true love. So, and when the time is right, we will unite. So, all these things that you see, like all these hypersexualization stuff you see, and just everything that you see, it's all on purpose. um it's like everything you see and you hear, and things like that, you need to watch what you need to watch it, because they do it intentionally to program, and they start it off at a very young age. So they put these things out to program you. But just as that exists, there are high vibe people out there putting out high vibrational things that are holy and divine. So just knowing what you're aligned with. Because if your purpose is to be wicked and that's just who you are, then I'm not talking to you. Kick rocks with no shoes on. I don't give a fuck. Excuse my language, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to sugarcoat. My message is to those that want to do the work, that want to do the healing, but don't really know quite sure how. I lead by example. And it's not about being perfect. We all make mistakes. I have my fair share of them. It's not about that. It's about learning and growing and evolving, transcending, like don't stay stuck, because you're going to keep going on a loop, and you're going to keep going through the same things, even if it's with different people, because you don't take the time to heal. You got to heal. You got to heal. I got to sneeze. Woo, excuse me. Confirmation. So like I said, my message is not for everyone, and it is not my job to save anyone other than myself. But it is my job to enlighten, and those that are aligned with me will at the very least listen and take what I'm saying into perspective. Because you got free will at the end of the day. You could do, you got free will at the end of the day. Whatever hey, it's your life. It's your lane. Do you. But also, if you find, oh my God, mm, I'm not trying to listen to that ad. If you find that you have feelings for someone, or even if you were in a relationship or not, situationship, whatever the case, if you find that you have an attraction to a person and they don't feel the same way, let them be. Leave them be. Everyone has free will. It is not up to you to manipulate. It is not up to you to decide. It is a mutual thing, it's a reciprocal thing. Both people need to be in sync. Like they have to be on the same page, or, you know, it's not going to work. You should never force anyone to be with you. You should never spell anyone to be with you. So many people do that and then they wonder why things go haywire. Well, first of all, you're trying to make it work with someone that's not for you. You're trying to force someone to be with you. You're basically holding them prisoner. You're holding them captive. They truly don't want to be there, because if they did, they would do it on their own. And I know it hurts sometimes. I know from experience, all right? There are times when you may be madly in love with someone, but they don't feel the same. And you have to let them go. What is meant to be for you will be for you. It won't be forced. It'll just work. And I'm not saying it'll be perfect. There's always going to be things that come up. But are you and that person willing to do the work to make it work? And I know I'm saying that word a lot of times, but it's like, it's the truth. It's the truth at the end of the day. There are challenges and there are obstacles, especially if both of you radiate with such a great light. The other forces are not going to want that to happen. So they're going to throw as much as they can up into that. But like I said, if you realize that you are not aligned with someone, then let them go. Because at the end of the day, you're going to cause heartache for yourself. You're going to cause unnecessary trauma to yourself, unnecessary heartbreak to yourself. And at the end of the day, the person that you need to worry about is you. Love yourself enough to choose yourself at the end of the day. It boils down to everyone has free will. Everyone has free will. So both parties, or however many parties for whatever, like, those people have to know what they're getting into, and they need to be willing to be in it with you. And don't give yourself to just anybody. You matter way too much to just give yourself to just anyone out of sake of not wanting to be alone. Because if you are not able to be alone, then do you truly love yourself? No. Do you like yourself? No. Because if you can't be within your own company, then what makes you think the next person's going to want to do it too? Food for thought. Just saying. But anyway, have a wonderful and blessed weekend and take care.